Joseph was in a pit, then in slavery, then in prison, and he was in the right place in the end. Every difficult stage was part of a larger plan he couldn't have read from the inside. Real faith doesn't demand that today makes sense. It trusts that God is writing a longer story, and this chapter isn't the last one. Your perspective will change. Your vision will change. You have inner strength. That is real faith. So the honest question you need to sit with, let me be direct with you for a moment. A lot of people in church have faith in faith. They believe in the concept of God coming through. They believe in the idea of miracles, provision, breakthrough. But they don't have a personal, tested, relational knowledge of God himself. And the difference matters because in faith collapses under real pressure. It only works when the story goes the expected direction. I want to ask you gently, if God never answered another prayer the way you hoped, if the healing didn't come, if the relationship didn't restore, if the finances didn't recover, will you still trust him? Not believe he exists, not believe he is good in theory, but trust him with your actual life, your actual future. If that question makes you uncomfortable, that's information, not condemnation information. It tells you where the growth edge is. Trust at the level Job had isn't developed in a good season, it is forged in hard ones. The silence, the waiting, the unanswered questions, those aren't failures of faith. They are conditions in which deep trust is built. James writes that the testing of your faith produces patience. He doesn't say the testing of your faith is a mistake. He says it produces something. So don't waste the test by spending all of it trying to escape it. Some of it is for your formation. My brethren, count it all joy when you fall into various trials, knowing that the testing of your faith produces patience. But let patience have its perfect work. James chapter 1 verse 2 to 4. Let's now go to frequently asked questions about faith. The first question is, how do I know if I actually have faith? Or if I am just telling myself I do? The clearest test isn't what you say. It is what you do when it costs something. Real faith acts. It gives when it's uncomfortable. It forgives when it will be easy to hold on unto the offense. It waits when everything in you wants to force a result. You can identify false faith fairly quickly. It either produces results or it vanishes. Genuine faith persists through silence. 2. Is it wrong to ask God for signs? Does that mean signs mean my faith is weak? Now, asking for clarity isn't weakness. Gideon asked for signs and God